Hello, I'm Ivan Schumann. My guest this morning is El Alhart, Vice President of Advancement for Overseas Counsels International. Good morning, El.
Good morning, Ivan.
And
Good
thank
to be
you for
with you.
being on our show.
Thank you. Good
El,
to be here.
today you're going to be sharing with us a little bit of information on Overseas Counsel International. But can we first start by you telling us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, sure. I was 20 years in the Navy before I joined Overseas Counsel, following a period of about 10 years of additional work in fundraising for a public foundation here in Indianapolis, and joined the staff about a year ago, and it's just great to be part of that team.
Okay, Overseas Counsel International. Can you share with our audience
Sure.
what that organization is all about?
Yes, we've been headquartered here in Indianapolis since 1974. We describe our mission informally as advancing Christian leaders. Specifically, what we do is we partner with 107 seminaries located in 62 countries around the world, and we equip those students, about 35,000 of them in classrooms on a daily basis, with Christian education, and we help them change the world by reaching their countries and regions.
Right. Now, this is basically to start training Christian leaders to basically reach out to the world itself, right?
Absolutely. You know, I believe that people are going to be saved. Who's going to train them, though, once they're saved? Who's going to lead the flock? Where are those pastors going to be coming from? And they're coming out of those seminaries. But not only just pastors. We've got a lot of people who want to be lay leaders in their communities. They go to a seminary and they simply want to go ahead and be more effective in reaching their communities without being charged with the responsibilities and privileges of being a pastor.
What kind of an impact do you think that the organization is actually having on worldwide?
Well, of course, I'm going to tell you it's being profound. But as God blesses our work, I think that we're seeing that I've had the recent opportunity in months ago to travel to Colombia, to Guatemala, to Dallas, Texas, to Houston. And we know that the graduates of our seminaries overseas, supported by people in North America, are touching their communities, making a difference on the streets where they live, changing their areas, helping people go ahead and find Christ and actually see the love of God at work in their areas.
I took part in one of your events at the Raceway,
Sure.
and I heard one of the main speakers, I believe Dave was the president, your president
Yes,
right
Dave
now.
Bear.
And he was talking about how much money that it's actually used to train these individuals overseas in comparison to the United States.
Gosh, yes.
Can you share with our audience a little bit about that?
Well, not only was David speaking about that, but our board chairman was there, Mr. Norm Miller,
Yes,
who's the chairman
from
of Interstate Batteries in Dallas.
Yeah. And by the way, I want to say thank you to him. He gave me a free battery also as well.
I don't know if it was in his suitcase. Maybe it was a certificate. But at any rate, the fact of the matter is that we can go ahead and assist seminaries overseas to do their jobs well. We come alongside of organizations that are already working well and help them to be possibly better. We don't want to go ahead and impose upon them a North American way of thinking. We just want to help them do what they do well locally. And of course, it's cheaper to do it. The economies overseas are a little bit more advantageous for the investment of North American dollars. We can do more. It's a strategic impact because the people are doing their thing right where they live. They know their communities better than a North American going to their country can. Now, that's not to say that missionaries going from North America aren't changing lives and being effective. But at a strategic level, those seminaries are helping the local people stay local.
So you're getting more buck for your dollar.
Bang for our buck.
Exactly.
You better believe
exactly.
it.
So
Yeah.
you're basically going directly to their towns, villages, cities, and start training their individuals to start reaching out to other people as well.
That's correct.
Right.
That's absolutely correct.
And now, can you share with us, audience, you're saying that you're going to have a new, an upcoming event.
You better believe it.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'd be delighted to. We're going starting in January on the 25th, which is a Friday in Orlando, and then the following Monday in Houston, Wednesday in Dallas, and then Friday up in Crown Point, Indiana, which is just a couple hours up I-65, just shy of Merrillville.
And that's training for
We're
leaders.
taking a program on the road. It's actually going to be Imagine the Kingdom, examining the challenges of Islam. And we're bringing some of our international staff back to the United States, and we're also pairing them up with some individuals from the United States. And we're going to take a traveling show on the road, and we're going to be presenting information in various regions of the country. And we're inviting people to attend,
Right.
and I would be very grateful to plug it.
Plug it. Okay, now, if our audience would like more information,
Oh,
Who would they
sure.
get in contact?
They just contact our headquarters here in Indianapolis at area code 317.
It's on the screen right now.
788-7250.
Okay.
And just call up, tell us that you want information about our Leadership Connection that's coming up in January or February in this area, and we'll be more than happy to send it to you via email or snail mail.
Well, El, thank you very much for being on our show. We wish you much success.
Thank you, Ivan.
Teresa,
Good to be with
back
you.
to you.
Thanks, Ivan. New statistics on kids and guns in Indiana are disturbing.